Awesome. So let's get started. I know there's a lot of good news. I know our top news, I want to definitely talk about Apple Intelligence, but before we jump into it, I want to talk a little bit more about just the state of the market as it kind of pertains to video generation tools
Right.
that are competition. So we showed Sora a few weeks ago, but now there's more competition around more a Chinese competitor called Klingus come out, and then another one from Luma. So we all want to talk about that, but let to Luma. I think that's what you're showing is one of the videos from Luma. So I want to get your thoughts on it. It's very cool that we have more competition around this, right? But
Right.
do you? I don't think it's ready for prime time. I don't know if you've had a chance to watch these videos. What are your thoughts on it? Is it now? I know there's a thread that talks about okay, Hollywood is dead. Everything's going to be auto-generated. This is going to be the end of movies as we know. That's one side. The other side is there's so much hallucination. We're not quite there yet. This is more for play. Where do you land on that?
Right. So, in my personal experience, I think we are inching along. I think part of the reason I believe technology like Sora is not getting to general audience is because of the threat it poses for people to replicate your imagery or create your animation, other things. But here's the thing: nothing that's out there that I'm able to pull from the GitHub or any new projects do any of these clips magically, right? That's what the impression is, that you click a few buttons and you got this storyline animated and with the different
Yeah.
camera angles, all that stuff, right? But that's rarely the case. To put it in perspective, it still needs a lot of work by someone behind this to produce this as a marketing material to put it up. And often at times they don't talk about it, right? Because it comes naturally for them. But what about others who don't have these kind of natural editing skills and cutting and pasting videos and all that good stuff, right? Uh, One of the other things is stabilization of these framing and other things, right? With AI, there's always this variance that I always find the showstopper for a lot of amateur video creation, right? Because it becomes so jittery, so it doesn't become useful at all. So those are two things I watch out for. How easy is it for a person with creative mind but not the technical chops to do this? Right? I don't think we're
Agreed.
still there yet.
So
Yeah.
I mean, the demos are always the best of what can offer by curated, right? So that nobody
Correct.
has access to it. I know one of them lets you test 30-second videos, but to your point, the demos look impressive. They almost look like magic, but I don't think it's quite reality yet. We don't have a way to even test it right now, so
Correct.
that works. But you're absolutely right. It has made leaps and bounds, and it will get better, as you can see how colorful these are. But if you can actually make it work this way, everybody now becomes a movie creator in theory. But that's
That's the
one side,
hope.
right? So we're not quite there.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some really bad shorts in YouTube soon, which is just people just putting up various junk. But I think what'll happen is just like anything else, right? This becomes a commodity. Everybody's gonna be doing it, but then there will be a layer of folks or content creators who are good at this, even with the same tools. They're gonna separate from the crowd, and then that's the ones that's gonna get popular.
Correct, correct. I think this is providing a playground for people with creative skills, right? I think the first ones to participate are the ones who are trained in this industry, right? But they have creative skills. They're trying to cut down the time to produce material, right? And those people are getting success. This is what this proves, that the frequency at which this material is hitting the streets is like, hey, I can do this and I can do it in a consistent way. These characters and monsters or whatever they're showing here, they're showing up in a very consistent pattern, right? Can you do it with humans? Looks like yes, but that technology probably will not end up in your hand anytime soon, because Sora should have ended up as a tool for others to explore, but it's still not here yet. So I don't know. Maybe that's what is stopping the deepfake threat, right? So,
I'm pretty sure there's a big cost component to it, but it lets everybody be a kid again, right? But it's not really ready for legit commercial use, like you said. But I don't. The other side is, are we far away from using it? Hollywood studios already using these things, right?
right.
Generative AI for graphics or visual effects, deep fakes, and post production. So it's already in our Hollywood studios. It's not like this is something we have to wait to get there,
Correct.
but not at the scale and the speed at which some of these demos are coming out. But I think just like all of our generative AI, there are companies which already are using it, and people are using it without even knowing it's a generative AI. So that's how Hollywood is already using it. A lot of content creators are already using it. But if this comes, I know at least one person will be thrilled. My son, he can't wait to use this to make his videos. So I'm excited for him.
Yeah, one thing I want to add, Rajni, and even we are in tech space, right? There used to be developers, and then suddenly there's this group of people called full stack developers, right? That
Yes.
came up in the last few years, and then now with AI, I tend to think like people who visualize things are starting to implement. You don't need a full stack developer now; it's a full stack creator or founder, right?
Content
So,
creator.
yeah, exactly. So that's what we are trying to achieve here, right? Can we take the people who think and give them some bare bones minimal to start visualizing their stuff? And AI is doing a great job in doing that. I think this experiment continues until the both parties meet, the experts and the creative people, and it's like product managers and the developers, right? It's like it's a different kind of top down, bottom up, or
Yes,
whatever way you want to visualize it.
you're absolutely right. Just like content creators, all of our roles are going to evolve to be whatever the new world is going to be in the next 5 years. So I think we're starting with the content side creation is what we're talking about. As a project manager, I'm pretty sure my role is going to evolve as a developer or as even a executive. Your role is going to evolve with all the things happening. So it'll be interesting to watch. We'll keep everybody updated on it.